All right, welcome back to BM Talks to them. So today we actually have Mac. He was on episode 40, and yeah, he was the guy that wore the green turtleneck, and there was a lot of controversy towards him on his episode. So welcome. How you doing?
Great, great. How you doing, man? Thanks for having me.
Good, good, good. Now, so I think the first question I want to ask you is, how did you find the experience on the show?
I had fun. It was a great experience. Coming there, everybody was cool before and after the show. The production, yourself, the producer, host. It was a great time. I had a good time. Although I can say before coming on the show, I had been drinking like all day, out, and so I was pretty intoxicated during the show. But like I said, it was a good time. I had a blast.
So the way that you presented yourself, would you say that alcohol played a part?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely for sure, 100%. It was more like a kickback. You know what I'm saying? More or less,
Right.
more or less than. I mean, a lot of the things that I said, I was serious about. When I went back and watched it, though, all I'm gonna say is in regards to that. Yeah, I was really intoxicated. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people might have took me the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Because of some of the things that I said. But where I'm from, in my culture, in my community, we tell jokes, we laugh. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody does. Um, but yeah, there was a lot of judgment there from those actions. But like I said, I don't regret it. I had a great time on the show. Um, Spoke to several of those ladies after the show, and it's all cool. It's all love.
Okay. I mean, you did call me. You did want to come on the podcast and kind of like you know let people know who you really are, and it's good that you had a chance to watch the episode and you kind of saw how you was, and you wanted to come on here and kind of clear some things up. So um obviously there was a lot of comments towards you,
Right,
and even myself, as I'm not gonna lie, when I was filming, I had to have a word with you a couple of times.
right,
And it's one of the things where it's like when you go on that show and then you watch it afterwards, it's almost like two different experiences. You're kind of like, damn, like that's me. You feel me?
right, right,
Like when you was there, you're not realizing these things. But
right.
from watching the episode, what could you have done better?
Um, Not drink before the show.
Right, obviously, yeah,
And not drink before the show. And there was some things like, for instance, when a lot of people, there was a big thing. Somebody reposted it. It was about the W-2 thing, the 1099 and the W-2 thing,
yeah,
and to address that. I teach financial literacy, for a living. So I know what a 1099 is. I know what a W-2 is. I get people funded for their companies all the time. Um, but nevertheless, I want to say this: I don't judge people whether they're independent contractors driving an Uber or they're CEO executive that works for a firm. I respect all people in their own right, and in my dating experience, that was just a question that I wanted to ask her and critique her on. Now she might be very successful in what she's doing with a 1099, and that's okay. I wasn't saying any of my comments to bash or belittle women. I don't want people to think, oh, he's a womanizer, and he's trying to downplay this girl, and or make himself seem up one. It's just we all are allowed to have standards, and in this community and in our community and in our civilization in this day and time, women have a real big issue with men who have standards. And if you got standards and you don't want to sleep with a woman on the first night, they might say, "Oh, he's zesty." if you take care of yourself overtly, as a woman would maybe say, like a man going to the spa, getting his nails done or his feet done, upkeeping himself, getting his hair done, getting groomed, haircuts, regular things that we do as men. Some women might be used to, dudes with dirty nails, stank dudes, uh, or whatever the case may be, and they get intimidated by that. So I wanted to touch on that and say that I wasn't saying the 1099 thing to belittle her. I'm a business owner as well, and I understand those dynamics. I just wanted to know if she has like a more established self, a more established career for herself.
Okay, okay. So what do you look for in a woman? What are you looking for?
A woman that's well rounded, a woman, men, we often want two things, and I'm sure you can agree with me on this, and that's peace and a challenge. So a woman that's going to definitely bring peace, and a woman that's definitely going to bring a challenge, and always helping me push the bar forward on whatever things that we have that we set out to do, you know.
Okay. I mean, on the show, you jump to sexual a lot. You brought it up so many times. And watching it back, do you feel like it was unnecessary at certain times?
Yeah, yeah, pretty much, yeah. I think that it was me more being myself. That's when I went on the show, the first thing that was told to me is, "Oh yeah, be yourself. It's cool. It's a great environment." So I didn't think I would be going on there and being so judged, and people would be so judgmental. But I've been in that type of spotlight, pretty much all my life. So I know that people are going to be judgmental, have their opinions, but. Um, mentioning sex a lot, yeah, because I have been drinking, and then at the same time, I think it is an important part of a relationship, you know, and then just being myself, I think that people are going to take you for who you are. And the best thing to do is just be yourself, because if you're not going to be yourself and you put on this facade, then eventually yourself is going to come out, and then this person didn't like that actual person that you were. So I am a very outspoken person for sure.
Okay, okay. I feel like this is how you should have came on the show. Even the way you're dressed, everything. Like if you came on like this, and you didn't drink, it would have
Yeah,
been a different story. Now,
right.
so what would you say is next for you? Like, obviously, you called me, you said that you do want to come back on the show. So I actually want to say, if you do want to see him back on the show, comment down below. If you feel like he needs to, come back again and he might be a changed person, comment down below on what you think now that you see him now, you know. Sometimes like you'll see people the first time and then you see them on this podcast and you're like, oh wow, they seem like they're different, right? So comment down below. Let me see what you guys think. But in terms of for you, what's next? What's coming up for you? What do you want? What do you want
Oh
to tell the people that's watching?
man, I got so many things in the works, man. Since coming on that show, a lot of people reciprocated it well. A lot of people, it's a lot of controversy and scrutiny, but when I'm out in public, a lot of people that see me when I'm traveling week to week,
Mm,
back and forth from Arizona to Dallas and from Dallas to Florida and Vegas, running my businesses. People that see me, they recognize me, and they just, the first thing they say is, "Man, you're a funny dude." You know what I'm saying? Like you made me laugh a lot. I enjoyed watching you. A lot of the stuff that you were saying on the show was real, and that's what I've been getting. But I brushed through some of those comments, and like I said, I've heard people talk too, and people are opinionated. So some people might have thought I was disrespectful, and in regards to women, man, I'm 100% respect for women. I'm always I love women so much. God bless me to make two of them. So I'm always gonna definitely keep it respectful with the women. But um, next for me right now, we're expanding and opening a new hotel in Dallas, and we also have some podcast things in the works, some shows. um, I had been working on a movie for like 3 years, and it's just now coming on the time for me to drop that. So I'm about to release that, and man, just taking care of the kids. Getting ready for the summer. Um, some trips with them, and you know what I'm saying. Looking forward to coming back on the show. You know.
And I actually want to touch up on one subject here, the disrespect, right? Because you did say something that was wild, the throat comment, right?
Which part?
The throat, when you said the throat
Oh wow,
to remember, yeah,
yeah, for sure.
that was wild, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
watching that back,
yeah, that was a little
what do
over
you
the
have to
top.
say? Yeah, what do you have to say
That,
about that one?
that was a little, that was a little tad bit over the top. But like I said, I take full accountability for all my actions, and I kind of more or less look at it like, okay, you was drinking, it was funny, you know. But like that's what I was saying. I want to come back on the show, without drinking, and and see how that ball rolls. But yeah, man, it's easy to see someone one time, and we this is entertainment, even though the show is based on reality. It's still our entertainment, right? People watch the show, they want to see people match, they want to see how things turn out and how people reciprocate each other. So, um, in no form or fashion was I trying to be the bad guy in the turtleneck, as they say.
Right,
The bad
right,
guy
right.
in the movie is always the guy with the turtleneck on. So definitely not trying to be that guy, man. For real. Just want to come back to seeking our match with someone, and not only that either, just to show people a different side. And then plus, I enjoy you guys, man. I think what you guys got going on is a really, really, really great thing, and apparently, a lot of people watch you guys, man, and a lot of people are entertained day by as they go through their lives. So. Yeah, man, it's a great platform, and I've watched, I think, episode 42. Is that correct? Is that the latest one?
Yeah, yeah,
40,
yeah.
yeah, and I saw the young lady that was on there that matched with the guy. She's got a lot of scrutiny around her, and I was like, man, why they didn't bring these type of women on when I came, man? Get a limit. Can we get a Can we get a second round? And no disrespect to those ladies, because like I said, I talked to a lot of those girls after the show as well, and followed them online or whatever, and communicated with them. And they sweet people, man. All of those girls are some great rounded girls. I just want to say that, man. And the guys too. They got a group chat, and I talked to some of those guys and kind of keep in contact with them. And they all seem to be real rounded guys. They got a lot of great things going on, man. And
That
and so,
group chat, the group chat, is it positive? That
oh
group
yeah,
chat. Okay, that's good.
definitely positive. A lot of great feedback. Just a lot of young men on there that's kind of staying updated. Updated with each other. We were even talking about doing some kind of thing with you guys or something, and kind of bringing that up. Just to kind of follow up and see where everybody's at in their day to day. And I was interested to know the ones that did match, how that turned out as well. Um, but yeah, man, we are ecstatic about the new year, and things that we have coming along. So
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, I'm glad that you came here and you took accountability and you came to kind of, tell people this is who I really am. And it's good. You called me and, you said you wanted to come on and present this side to you. So I think it's important for people to see this side because you don't want people to have a bad image of you.
and even with this BM, and I don't mean to
There you
cut you
go.
short. Even with the whole dressing thing, people was like trying to make it seem like I couldn't dress or whatever, man. And I I had Prada shoes on, a Miri pants, and a green Amiri turtleneck, man. And it was so many comments about the clothing, and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm sharper than a razor, fly as the eagle, and so I do want to come on I saw the fashion show segment thing that you guys had, and
Yeah.
yeah, man. So we started a clothing business about 8 years ago. Me and three of my partners, and so we design clothes as well. So we've managed to work with a lot of big names, and
Mhm.
I definitely want to come on the fashion show, man, and pop in there, man, and show people that I can dress, man. Don't y'all be fooling y'all out here watching this stuff. Y'all be letting what is the old saying? Don't let the cover of the book fool you. You know, you got to
Mm,
read the book, man. There's layers to this, man. And I think I'm an interesting human being, but you know, that's for you guys to delve in and follow me online, man. A lot of those people didn't follow me online. They just kind of like, I think a lot of people shared those reactions, and people were so taken by it, but nobody knew who I was. They was like, "Who is this guy?" You know what I'm saying? Because
mm,
I wasn't tagged in a lot of them. Um, you know, so people can't really see that they can't see the face behind what they're seeing on the show. So, you know, they're not really seeing like, okay, this guy got some great things going on in his life and he's doing some
mm,
major. But yeah, man, I'm staying focused on the positive side of things, and I've had a great feedback from the show. I can't really say anything negative have came from it besides just the scrutiny and people probably misconstruing what my energy was on there because I had been drinking, and I'm not like that every day. That's not me every day. You know what I'm
okay.
saying?
Okay.
So I'm definitely a professional. And you know, in my leisure time, you know, I casually drink, and I just happened to have too many that day, and it turned into episode 40.
I mean, yeah, like I said, so it's great that you took accountability. It's great that you wanted people to see this side of you. So hopefully people now see that side. Let's see what the people say in the comments. And I do want to say thank you again for coming on this podcast.
Thank you for having.
Thank you everybody for watching, and we will catch you all next time.